I've failed, Clyde.
Not while I'm still here, you haven't.
David, we can't stop now. We're so close. It's what they died for.
Even if we catch them, we'll be overrun from behind before we can do anything about it.
Nightflash is right. The last tent has failed. Elites will be flooding these hallways soon.
Then we're wasting time.
Still think you can control yourself?
What?
He wants me to integrate again.
No, Nightflash, you were right. I can't sustain it. Now let's go.
Swift, I may be able to help, and we're running out of options.
David?
I trust you, Clyde. From back over here.
All right. Do it, Cassie.
Charging.
This way.
I'll cover for you!
Not so fast. We haven't even met.
Where are they taking us?
Wherever it is. Certainly not where we want to be.
What are you implying?
We still have a team pursuing the icon that needs our help. And these elites don't seem interested in stopping the activation at all. We may have survived one army to find ourselves captured.
Keep up, come on!
In position by now. They must go undetected. Send a team out immediately.
Right away. Ooskoo,
Yes, Rock.
these 4 humans were all that survived.
Only 4. Were we that late?
Any later and the battle would have been over.
The news should be grateful we weren't any later.
The battle was over before it began. I am Ooskoo Rotam.
How'd you find us, Ooskoo?
Actually, we didn't find you. She did.
Who?
Her.
Fido?
She has been following you for quite some time now. Only recently did she report you were making a final stand. You know, it's against our religion to allow females to serve, but I believe otherwise. She's a very proficient spy. Very good. I mean, she's good at what she does. She's a good infiltrator, not that I meant to imply she herself...
Okay, what do you want with us? Rahgath has taken the icon to the control room as we stand here. We need to get in there and stop him.
We could. We could go in there and find the rest of Rahgath's army between us and him. We would be slow, and it would be dangerous.
Do you have a better plan?
Ah, yes I do. Thank you for asking. Rock, would you be kind enough to elaborate?
Right now, Rahgath's corvette has lost communication with their entire army, as well as their leader.
Our scanners lost signal with our ground forces after Ooskoo's troops arrived.
Bring Rahgath online. I want to know exactly what happened.
I can't, sir. We've lost contact with him too.
There will be confusion at first, and then denial.
Ooskoo may have killed him.
Impossible. He left the scene earlier with the icon in hand.
What are we supposed to do now?
Followed by anger.
Out of the way. I'm taking over.
Oh, and I suppose you know what to do.
I say it's our turn for revenge. We destroyed Ooskoo once. We can do it again.
You're an honor guard. This is evidently your first time outside of the sanctum and in a battle.
We used the Corvette to provide artillery from within an atmosphere. You're an Ultra, evidently unfitting of the rank.
Do you test my tolerance, guardsman?
I obey my superiors, not you.
I am your superior.
You are nothing beneath that armor but another deluded soul misguided from the one path we all share. Rahgath would not permit you to command his ship.
Rahgath isn't here, and my tolerance has expired. Now get off this bridge, and take your religion with you. The Great Journey doesn't even exist.
Bring the ship into low orbit. I want a bombing run on that entrance. If Rahgath isn't there, then nothing should be.
Affirmative. Bringing the ship down.
Begin our descent.
Eventually, they'll settle on a retaliation. It will most likely be brash and foolish.
And that, my friends, we are counting on.
What of the icon? How will we stop it?
Always with the icon you are concerned. I have no intention on stopping the journey. Only my brother.
Right now, we have a bigger problem than sibling rivalry.
I think he means Rahgath.
Well, I'm happy that someone here has a keen perception. Fido and I will stop my brother. Rock, take the humans and go to the shrine room. One way or another, we will meet again.
Hey, wait. Wait! If you're stopping the icon, I'm coming with you.
Unless you can fly a banshee, no you're not. Fido knows a shortcut. And besides, this is personal.
And why should we trust it to you anyway?
Rock, continue on. You, come with me. You should trust me, because I am honest. I have no quarrel with you and no reason to wrong you. You should trust me, because out of everyone here, I know Rahgath the best, I know elites better than you, and I know the difference between a planned strategy and an impulse. You should trust me, because of that. The ship was brought into atmosphere, just as we had anticipated. I didn't come here to rescue you, or to stop the Great Journey, but I am here to help. And until you understand that, you don't have to trust me. Now might be a good time to vacate.
Alright. I might not know elites as well as you, but what I have is personal too. Rahgath killed hundreds of my men. Good men. I think I know what needs to be done just as much as you.
Do you now?
Yes. Yes, I do. I know that if we are to stop Halo from activating, we need a human there to oversee it.
Humans are the only ones that can activate the ring. We need to keep humans as far away as possible.
Okay, well, forget that. You know what? You're intolerable. We're fine without you. I don't need you to tell us how to finish our war.
Take 5 steps backwards.
What? Why?
Take 5 steps backwards, please. I think, if you want to help, you will go with the rest of your friends. Goodbye, human. Fido, let's go. We're wasting daylight.
Come on, we need to get off of this ridgeline.
Third Lance, report.
We are in position and ready to fly, Ooskoo. And you'd never guess who we picked up along the way.
You didn't think I'd miss an infiltration as grand as this, did you?
Kalos, it's good to hear your voice again.
We're ready to take the fight to them.
And we have no reason to delay. Fly now. Fly for those who have fallen. Take what was taken from us. The months we have endured only strengthened our feet as we now march towards our revenge. At dawn tomorrow, the White Lance will light the horizons.
Clyde, focus. Clyde, listen to me. Remember who you are. I need you. I'm not going to fail again. I'm not going to lose you too. Don't turn your back on me, Clyde. I'm not finished yet. We can't finish this together, Clyde. And you're gonna have to finish it without me.
How'd it go? Night Flash, did it work? David? David, what the hell did I do?
You held on for a while. You did good. But then you forgot. You have to go. You have to stop him. I've failed, Clyde. Our squad is finished. It's
No! You haven't failed. You got us this far. David, stay with me.
Clyde, he is beyond saving.
God damn it! This is all my fault!
Don't be mad, Clyde. I'm not. Because I've got you. You're right. I got us this far. Now you'll just have to finish for us. Finish for us all, Clyde.
I won't let you down.
You never have. Buying you some time. Clyde, I thought you...
Return, heretic.
Ooskoo. Even death will not hinder you, it seems. Dispose of them!
This is between me and you, brother.
Yes, I'm afraid it is. You are foolish to throw away your life so recklessly. Pray tell me, how many survived the crash? You don't possibly think you have the resources to stop me now, do you? You will be crushed and forgotten.
We already have been crushed, and we were forgotten. Few survived the crash. There were not nearly enough escape vessels for us all. And we watched the rest die. However, the pains we suffered and adversity we faced have only strengthened our resolve. And besides, I found myself a new ship. Yours.
Where'd they go? Can't you track them?
Negative. The Banshees passed right over us, then disappeared.
Do you think it's an attack?
I have taken your ship, as well as dealt with those in the temple. All that remains is you, brother.
Why do you defy the will of the gods? Was it not enough that you turned against me? Every time I sought admonition from you, you turned your back. Only the gods gave me consolation, gave me guidance. My devotion gave me the strength that you never saw. And now, I will activate the holy ring. You were wrong. You were wrong about me!
You are right. I was wrong. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't good enough. I'm sorry that you don't remember how hard I tried. And I'm sorry that you are my brother.
Shoot him! Now! All my life, I only wanted to be more like you. But now I see, I'm better than you. You aren't my brother. You never were.
Swift, wait!
What happened here?
Clyde, I want you to know, whatever happens, thank you for taking me with you.
I don't plan to lose you. Not again.
We are close. Very close now. These are the hallways. Yes. This way. We can't stop now. Not when we're here. For years, so many years, the gods have led us closer, and they finally chose me to lead the way. I am worthy, brother, but you never saw that.
Forgetting something?
Do you really think you can stop me? Oh, but Spartan, you fail to comprehend that I do this not out of choice, but by fate. The gods have destined me to end the journey. I have already seen it. I now simply walk it.
You forget, Rahgath. It takes a human to activate the ring.
Well, then it is fortunate I have one.
Just try and make me.
Oh no, not you. I didn't think we'd be defeated so easily. Here's the icon. Place it within the relic. Carefully now.
I have done what we agreed upon. Archangel is dead, and I activated the ring. You have no further need of me.
I don't. I feel stronger already. Look up, my brothers. Look to the heavens. We have journeyed so far for this moment, and now the strongest remain to witness it. Those who faithfully gave their lives will now be rewarded with the afterlife they died for. None will be left behind as the great journey begins. That was the prophet's age-old promise, and I have now fulfilled it. There were those who said this day would never come. What are they to say now? All who opposed us achieved nothing. But finally, the gates are open.
The gates have opened.
But you will not enter them!
We did it.
We did.
What now, Clyde?
If Sev made it through, then the elites will soon follow. I think it's time we finish our own journey.
It's been a good one.
No, what do you think you're doing? I looked everywhere for you. I should have
Contrite.
known to check here first. I should have known.
Contrite, slow down. What are you doing here?
Reclaimer, please. I must redeem myself.
You're a bit late for that.
Actually, there is something. Come on, follow me.
Well, Clyde, let's see what he wants.
You don't think our creators built all of this just for the purpose of destruction, do you? In here. Despite the installation's main function of eradicating biological life forms to contain the flood, we also designed measures to regenerate the life which we had destroyed.
That's not
possible. Was building this halo possible? Was it possible to destroy all living cells? None of this seemed so at the time. Regeneration merely uses the genetic code from surviving cells to reconstruct the life form. That's why it failed with my creators, for there was nothing left to build off.
Are you sure this works?
Well, yes. You've seen it yourself.
We do believe this whole system is some sort of terraformer. Something that provides the conditions for life to grow.
For 7.14 billion cycles, we have allowed the valley to decay and die. And every time was followed with a successful restoration. Of course, we've only tested on plants, but only because we lacked animals, which we now have and
This
can run a
isn't-
proper procedure. This will be quite exciting. It has been a long time since we have incorporated new data into our experiments, and we will now be able to run a more developed analysis of those. Reclaimer? Reclaimer, are you focused?
Swift, what's wrong?
I need to... I can't.
Swift, just calm down for a moment.
This isn't right. We can't bring them back. And they'll have died for nothing. All of it would have been for nothing.
Clyde, they died so that you can get here, to get to this room and revive them.
Listen to your construct, Reclaimer.
I can't. I just can't.
Please. Friend. I don't want to be all alone again. Please come back.
What are we doing here, Clyde?
Just give me a moment to think.
How long have you been waiting there?
Oh, not long. I just stepped outside. So, what's up?
I thought I'd talk to you before I leave.
Leaving? So soon?
We were informed last week. I didn't want to tell you until now. I don't know, I guess I just didn't really believe it was actually happening.
Where'd they assign you?
Some outer colony. Nothing serious. Shouldn't be too dangerous.
You're not worried, are you?
No, not really. Where's your new roommate?
He's inside. I told him that we wanted to talk private.
Hey, sup? I'm Romero. Friends call me Brass.
You take care of my brother, alright?
Hey, I don't need taking
You got
care
it.
of.
He'll be fine with me.
I know you'll be fine. There are a lot of things I don't have time to explain, and you'll have to learn yourself. The Office of Naval Intelligence tells you what they want, and not always what you need to know. They manipulate our lives more than you can possibly imagine. It's the reason you two are together, and eventually you'll meet the third.
Third of what?
Third team member. We're signing up for the squad program together when we're old enough. You and me, dude. Bros to the end.
What? Wait, no way. We're not. You and I aren't really.
We're not ready yet, I know. That's why I already signed
Looks
us
like
up
you'll
for
be fine.
preliminary training.
Oh, well.
Where's Cassie? We should probably get going. The shuttle can't wait all night.
She's almost done. I think we can spare them a moment. Maybe the last that they have together.
Hey, wait, Cassie. Do you really think that we'll see each other again?
We'll stay in contact.
That's not what I asked.
If I ever have the chance to see the people I care about again, I will. That's a promise.
What is it, Clyde?
She would've. She knew. Somehow she knew.
You know what must be done.
I do.
Gotta load crates. Gotta load crates.
Contrite, wake up, I need
what?
you.
Ah, I'm glad you've reconsidered.
So am I. What do I need to do?
Nothing, actually. I can activate this myself. Wait here.
You're doing the right thing.
I'll be able to see everyone again. I was so selfish to decide for them what's right. It's what my sister would have wanted. Ah, it was just too much. It was overwhelming.
It's all set. I've activated the primary ignition system and it knows. Well, that was unprecedented. Let me look at this.
No, not now.
We've run innumerable simulations. It works on a local scale, but a global activation is just too complex. The internal systems have deteriorated over time.
The system can't operate, but I can.
Of course! The construct can, although there's no guarantee that it will survive the event. Once a construct enters the grid, it is consumed.
God damn it! Why can't anything be simple?
It's okay, Clyde. I don't mind.
Cassie, I've already lost you once. I can't lose you again.
The Forerunners are my creators. It is time I return to them. It is time I return home so that you may as well.
Cassie? Cassie?
I believe that she's gone. But consequentially, you managed to save everyone else.
Wait, everyone?
Well, yes. I mean, it regenerates all deceased life. We cannot distinguish what to bring back and what not to.
Contrary, what about...
What have you done? This is all wrong. This isn't the Divine Beyond. You ruined it!
This time, why don't we fight face to face?
I will fight once more. For the last time!
Well, Swift, I see you were more resourceful than I anticipated.
Oh, him. Wasn't he the one with... Wait, he was the one with... Uh-oh.
What do you want with me?
Oh, nothing with you. Just your AI.
She's gone, and is the reason you're still alive.
Unfortunate. Well, at least she was some use to me anyway.
Well, if you're done with me, we share a common enemy now.
I believe we worked together once before.
Yeah, for a time. Then you betrayed us.
Well, I won't be doing that again. Probably.
Excuse me. Pardon me. You killed him. Thank you. Thank you. You spared me the pain. Let us leave this place.
What did you do?
David! It's difficult to explain.
I could have sworn I killed you.
You gave it your best.
Wait, Swift. What happened really?
I don't know.
Clyde? Where is she?
She went home, and so will we.
This is where I first saw Halo. From right here, on this rock.
You sure I don't smell worse? I mean, I was laying there dead for a while.
It's been almost 2 weeks. You're fine.
And isn't it weird to think that maybe I'm not me? That Romero really died, and I just inherited his body and memories?
You're thinking too deeply about it.
I guess so. You know, we did make a pretty fine cabbage patch.
We sure did.
You're still green. What is it with you and green anyway? Why didn't we all go brown, or yellow, or polka-dotted pink and purple?
Kalos, are you in position?
Not quite. This exchange of power has not transitioned flawlessly. Most of the elites have resigned from fighting, yet others refuse to yield.
How long do you expect this to last? Peace between humans and elites will never endure. I will assure you that. This isn't over. It never will be.
How soon will we be ready then?
Oh, not long at all. You can begin sending up the supplies.
Affirmative.
I mean, I don't know why we had this many propane tanks on the ship to begin with.
That's a good question.
See if we can extract the stuff. No. This one goes over here. That
Perseus,
one.
you're all clear for the first run.
Roger that.
Rumbling, eating on a cone like android. If I have another day to
No, it's not this one.
How can you tell them apart? They all look the same.
Try that one over there.
We've already tried
Next
all
time,
those.
we really need to get landmines that aren't so
big and flashing.
Rock. Takan, it's been a long time.
Have you seen Ooskoo?
He went up into the mountain. Said he had to talk to someone. His brother.
Of all those who fought this war, none fell further than you did, Rahgath. You are right. I am not your brother. I am a Rotam, of honor and dignity. I do not always do what is expected, but I am compelled to do what is right. The journey you walked was not divine, nor was it sacred. You abandoned your principles, your honor, and your family. Do you really not remember how hard I tried? I wanted the best for you. I trained you to use the sword, but you were not ready to fight yet. I wanted you safe. It is not my fault that you were never worthy, yet that is all you remember of me. Do you not recall the battles we had, the victories we shared? Regardless of your rank, we watched the same fires burn, the same planets fall. These were the bonds we shared that Praetor and Achillean could not break. Ever since you were born, they neglected you. But always I looked after you, and was proud of you. But it wasn't enough. It was never enough. You wanted more than I could give, and I could give no more. You wouldn't stop until you had everything, but now you have nothing.
Needed a bit of closure, huh?
Takan, I guess you could call it that.
I'd like to express some of my own. Our lives have revolved around one belief: that our gods will provide us with prosperity and eternal life if we were to follow their teachings. But this ring It showed us their true nature. And ours. This infighting between ourselves, lust for power, personal vendettas, all for a lie, for an empty promise. Our covenant is heading towards a collapse. It won't be long before they reach the abyss. And if blind treason happens even within our own ranks, then we are heading towards a much greater struggle. Sanhelius must be prepared for what is to come. And if defying the covenant once more will grant us a chance to ready ourselves, then I will take it. Even if it means the brand of a heretic.
What I would give to join you, and like old times, we would fight together. But against my own desires, I have a responsibility that I cannot abandon. Too many other Sangheli now count on me to do the right thing. I have to make sure that this installation is never found again. And finally, I must find my brothers. They must hear what has transpired. But perhaps after my deeds are done, our paths may cross. Fighting together someday is not entirely inconceivable.
But I cannot guarantee we will be fighting on the same side.
There are no sides, only ideals. Always remember what you stand for, and we may meet again.
Take only what's most valuable. We don't have room for everything.
Bring all the weapons you can find out front. It's about the only thing we have left after the assault. Oswald, you better not have dropped the welder again.
Oops, that is expensive.
with that data core. Humans.
Well, she's never gonna fly again. Just salvage what you can.
You see, the trick is to fire as many bullets as you can, as quickly as possible.
Like this?
Wow. You're a natural at this.
You're never going to move it like that.
Care to lend a hand?
I can lend too.
I just can't help but think. All of this, everything we did was for nothing. We fought, we died, and we were reborn. Right back to the beginning.
Nothing? For nothing. Romero, everything we did has led us to where we are now. None of this would be possible if we had given any less. This is what I could never see before. This is why the future seems so hopeless. I didn't realize what we were fighting for. But when you sacrificed yourself so that I could live, then I knew. We were fighting for a second chance. For another life. And we have that now.
Eagle 2 is loaded and ready for takeoff. Anyone need a ride?
I'll race you there.
I never win races. Sorry, Mark. You'll have to catch the next flight.
Aw, shit.
I assume you have no intention of returning.
You're welcome to come with us. You deserve as much.
Oh no, I can't. I can't. Well, I can, but I shouldn't. I have duties, and I have a terrible cargo here. I shall obey and content myself to monitor. It's not exciting or eventful, not filled with friends and family, but it is home to me.
I understand. And thank you, Contrite, for what you did.
You are quite welcome.
But this wasn't Halo's primary function, was it?
No. The Halo arrays were designed to combat the Flood, a parasite which you are fortunate enough to not have encountered. 7 rings were created to maximize effective range. But surely, when you look at the creation of the rings, you must understand that my creators had other plans and experiments as well. There was a time when we thought we could follow eradication with regeneration. Of course, it never worked, but we maintained the technology all the same. This very place is a monument to its short-range success. Life here flourishes. But soon you will all be gone, and again I will be alone. They should have stationed 2 caretakers per installation.
Don't dwell on it. It's like you said. You have a duty and a responsibility. You've done a great job so far, and I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Goodbye, Contrite.
Goodbye.
It's a shame we had to leave so much stuff behind. I mean, look at this! There's plenty of room. I could have parked a Scorpion in here.
It's alright, Al. You got as much as you could. When we get back to Earth, we can always get more Scorpions.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll be up at the bridge.
Alright. And hey, it's good to have you back, Captain.
It's good to be back, Al.
Is it true the cyborg is really Sev?
And you knew all along.
Yes. It's really him.
I mean, I thought the armor was familiar.
Yeah, but what exactly happened to him?
You said he died.
I didn't say he died. I said he couldn't make it, and that was the truth. But it was my fault.
You betrayed him.
It was mutiny.
The Midsummer Night was my ship. I passed all the tests. I was the most experienced. The perfect captain. I watched it being built with my name on it. But then they fell behind on their budget. Needed more money to finish the project. So, someone came along with the funding and bought the captain's chair right out from under me. Sev didn't have any experience. He rarely trained with the UNSC and was never even tested for qualifications. I had an opportunity to do what was best for all of us and to take back what I deserved.
Well, the Midsummer Night was destroyed. Rahgath told Sev that we did it. But we all know it was really your fault.
They speak as if I still care for such trivialities.
They were right. It was my fault. I stole the ship and led her into a trap and then abandoned her to save ourselves.
For 9 years, I thought of nothing but the day I would exact my vengeance, when I would bring reconciliation to your sins. And after all that, when I finally reached the end, I found nothing. No satisfaction. No resolution. Lucas, I don't care about the Midsummer Night anymore. And I don't care about vengeance.
As soon as we land, they'll debrief us. Investigate us and figure out what happened. Maybe you don't care for vengeance anymore, but my punishment isn't over. They'll know the truth.
The truth? The truth is that the captain of the Midsummer Night died long ago. You took over in my absence. There's nothing more they need to know. Lucas, do I really look like I'm going back to society with you? Your crimes are nothing compared to my own. In my years alone in pursuit of revenge, notoriety seemed to be the only thing I acquired. Sejuk and I are leaving the moment we are in low orbit. We're taking a spirit, and hopefully you'll never see us again.
You'll need someone to unlock the base shield doors. It's the least I can do. Sev! I'm sorry it didn't heal your arm.
Nothing's perfect.
Nice kill. If, of course, that chair was a threat.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were watching.
You don't have to apologize. You can use the sword well, just like they do.
Yeah, well, I don't know, it's stupid.
Randy, wait. It's time I learned the truth.
About what?
I want you to tell me what happened to my sister. I want to learn the truth, not what Oni told me.
What Oni told you was the truth. Of course, it was much more complicated than that. In fact, it goes all the way back to the beginning, when we first met. A strong team. Best of our division, We overcame every challenge the Academy had to offer us. But it was more than our skill that made us great. We used to spend so much time together just talking, chatting. I hardly even remember what we talk about. The garden was one of our most treasured places. No one else seemed to come there. No one bothered us. We were a strong team, but something between Cassie and I was stronger. She liked repairing machinery, said it cleared her mind. So we volunteered to fix up damaged warthogs from the training simulations. I didn't know anything about what I was doing, I just did it because she did. With time, she developed a unique desire for insurgency. Somehow she found a way to trick the scanners into letting us outside the academy. We snuck out a few times. Once we were gone almost the entire day and went all the way down to the beach. Avoiding the office wasn't enough for her. She wanted answers. She began spying on the staff, snooping around in restricted areas. It seemed that the more trouble she got into, the more she felt compelled to dig. What began as a search became an obsession, until she finally hacked into the mainframe. She had access to every single secret that was kept from us. Insurgency.
What kind of secrets?
We'll never know. She came to me that evening telling me that she did it, that she hacked the system and she knew everything. She was trying to explain it to me when the guards showed up. In a lot of ways, she had as much in common with you as she did with David.
I thought you used to say I was nothing like her.
Yeah, I did. Maybe that was just because I didn't want you to be. Maybe I wasn't quite done letting her go.
But she came back eventually. I remember when she returned, she tried to tell me that she'd been gone doing some local work on Reach. I never believed her, of course.
She was gone for 82 days. Only she and Oni know what happened in that time. When she got out, everyone said that she was corrected and fixed. But I couldn't see it. I never wanted to. She no longer pursued Oni, we no longer went outside the academy, and she stopped volunteering at the junkyard. In fact, she rarely had time to spend with me at all. But I felt that, deep down inside, nothing had changed.
Then being assigned off-planet was probably a great relief for you.
It was. She said her goodbyes to you, and we headed for the planet Sephira, a remote planet inhabited pretty much entirely of rain. And I thought, maybe now that we were free from the scrutiny of Oni, things would go back to the way they were. We were still a strong team. bound together as always. I knew there was something special. But it was no longer with me. His name was Tarkadron, but we all just called him Tark. He was a local Sepharan assigned to our team to help us navigate and adapt to the environment, but he filled a hole which I had left empty. Everything I'd wanted to share with Cassie, he took. They became closer as we became further and further apart. But I didn't get in the way. I didn't interfere. I was happy because she was happy. I let myself drift away. She hardly even noticed. Maria knew what I was going through. She tried to keep me focused on the mission, to cherish the good times we had together and not lament what I was currently missing out on. I'm always thankful for her support at that time. I should have been satisfied then. I didn't know it'd be the last time we'd all be together. We moved between outposts constantly, assessing damage reports. We were sent to Sifra because it was believed the Covenant would be invading soon. Nobody knew that they were already there. It was in the night when they came. We were stationed with a few ODSTs. They were the first to go. We had to fall back into the mountains, but we weren't fast enough. Not all of us. Tark was killed that night. Cassie ran to him, but there was nothing any of us could do. The attack marked the beginning of the invasion. Ships were warping in faster than we could track them. The planet was already classified as compromised while there were people still on it. While we were still on it. We garrisoned not too far off from where we were first hit, and were awaiting evacuation from the planet. But Cassie wasn't coming with us. I saw her sneaking out as the light began rising. I followed her. I'm sure she knew I was following, but she continued on. I believe she wanted this last moment. Cassie, wait!
Don't try and stop me.
I'm not! I understand, Cassie. I understand how you feel. You're going back to get revenge. Against all rational logic telling you that you won't survive, you're going to go back because you have to. Because you must. I understand this because if I lost you, I would do the same.
It can never work out between us.
Why? Did I do something wrong?
No, Ocelot, it was me. Everything that happened between us before Oni took me away was beaten out of me, ruined. I can never go back to the way things were.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
How would you have understood? How could you accept that so much of me had been lost?
You're right. Everyone else told me that you were changed, but I could never see it. Because I never wanted to. But now I understand.
I'm sorry, Randy. Promise me one last thing.
Anything.
Don't follow me.
I never saw her again. You know, Night Flash was always stubborn with Oni, but even he wouldn't realize how much I hate them. She went straight into the Covenant Hive. She killed as many of them as she could, but eventually they must have taken her down. Just as she knew would happen. This is partially why I had such a strong prejudice against elites. One that I thought I would never overcome. But I had to move on. Or at least pretend to.
That's all?
That's all. Sometimes when I'm angry, I look at her death the way Oni does. That she killed herself. But when I remember how I loved her, I understand what she went through. And I know It was so much more than that.
So that's the end. Nothing more.
It's...
No, that's not the end. There's more to the story. Our story. We continued on. We joined your squad and we stopped the Covenant from activating the ring. Cassie's story lives on with us, Clyde. And with you.
Check your scanners. We're picking up an anomaly.
Is there anything specific I should be looking for?
No, he's right. Is that?
Subspace ruptured. Not scheduled.
Alerting UNSC command.
We're getting a signal, but it's faint.
Narrow in our reception.
Guys, I think it's Covenant.
What are they doing back here?
Covenant ship, Corvette class.
This is Spartans 617. Does anyone read me? Over.
Spartan 617, would you mind telling me what you're doing on that ship?
We're being asked to head to New Mombasa. It's not too far up the coast from our current location.
I think the other elites and I will stay here. We don't want this to look like an invasion.
We're going to need at least one of you to help confirm what happened.
I saved your life and brought you home. My generosity has limits. Human forces returning in a Covenant vessel is proof enough.
Ooskoo, we have an unauthorized spirit launch.
Who is aboard that ship? And who lowered the shields for them?
7 Sejuk are aborted, and I lowered the shields.
I knew the consequences of my actions from the moment I made them. Technically, none of you did anything wrong. You're only following myself, your squad leader. Let them focus their punishment on me, the one who deserves it. This is an order, and maybe my last.
Nice furnishings.
Just keep moving. In here.
Reach was destroyed. The mass genocide of an entire planet. There's nothing left.
And it's a good thing we didn't stick around.
Wrong! By leaving, you doomed everyone else's chance of evacuation.
The fact is, you're the ones taking orders, not making them.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Fortune is irrelevant. You all seem to have lost your place.
We just saved the galaxy, which includes you!
That has yet to be proven.
The crew of the Midsummer Night is working out the details pertaining to this Halo ring across the street with the UNSC, but you are under the jurisdiction of the Office of Naval Intelligence.
And you disobeyed us. You lied and you cheated.
And now, unfortunately, you're going to have to bear the consequences.
We're having you dishonorably discharged, Spartan 617. You're no longer fit to command a squad, nor remain a Spartan.
It was my decision to leave. I deserve the punishment.
Don't let him take the blame. It was my decision to.
We'll determine
I have always supported Night Flash, and I always will.
You're not going to be able to single us out that easily. We stand together.
That's fine. Now you can all be discharged together.
Whose decision it was isn't our focus. The point is, Spartan 617 was assigned to protect Reach, and he abandoned it.
No. I was charged with protection of my squad. And I did. Here we all are.
But your unit was assigned to protect Reach.
By the time we left, Reach was already gone. Our assignment had expired. Without further orders, I took my team and left.
We're gonna need some confirmation on the specifics behind your departure from Reach. Not many ships made it off.
We took a teleporter. Ask Trident Industries.
The records of the industry were destroyed with the planet.
You have to see this from our point of view. You lie to us, abandon Reach, disappear, and then return in a Covenant Corvette.
We're also going to need confirmation that you actually found a Halo installation.
We'll review some evidence and reconvene in 3 hours. You're free to go for now.
And don't even bother trying to run. We'll catch you.
What a nice fella.
Hey.
Huh? Oh. Hey, Clyde.
They're gonna have a hard time proving we teleported off.
And they probably think that we're working with the Covenant. This could complicate things.
I wish Cassie were here. She'd explain what we did on Halo. No one even knows that she was the one who saved the galaxy.
You did a brave thing letting her go. I'm proud of you, Clyde.
I had a good leader.
Well, that's only because he had a good squad.
What was it like, dying?
Nothing. It was like nothing at all. Not sleeping nor dreaming. I remember and feel none of it. Simply a void in my life.
Pardon my interruption. I thought maybe we could discuss things out here. Off the record.
What's there left to discuss?
Well, the truth. That you survived Reach. That you allied yourselves with the Covenant army, yes, but you also prevented the activation of a Halo installation. That's no small feat.
You believe us?
I do, yes. But the rest of the office will be harder to sway.
What do you predict the verdict will be?
It's difficult to say. The destruction of the UNSC Midsummer Night is causing some issues, to say the very least. It's strange that the elites destroyed your vessel, then suddenly saved your lives and brought you here.
But there are two divisions of elites. One destroyed the ship, the other helped us.
Haven't you contacted the Corvette? Ask them.
I don't think they want to get involved. Or else they just don't care. We're still on the edge with these elites. Certain members have allied with us, but we still can't trust them yet.
Doesn't saving the galaxy amend to disobeying one order?
Well, when you put it that way, I feel like I kinda have to say yes. Unfortunately, we're ruling based on the office's terms, not mine.
If you were there, and you saw your homeworld being destroyed around you, would you have stayed?
No, but you were supposed to. Despite your own inclination, you were supposed to follow orders. You're supposed to be like machines, robots. We press the button, you perform the action, so to speak.
Guess we're not exactly what you planned.
Well, that's actually something I wanted to inform you about. 617, there were some personal belongings that were transported off Reach.
Belongings? Mine?
No, but there is something you should see. The office stowed it away in some corner, regarded it as junk, but I saved it. For you. I unpacked it on the maintenance level, in front of the cooling regulators. You've got an hour before we reconvene. Good day, David. Clyde.
Well, I'd better go check this out.
Tell me if you find anything good.
Alright, see you around.
And almost 7% of total decommissioning of combat droids. Everyone else is suggesting we begin importing higher quality components at a cost of over 16, 17, sometimes even 18k per unit in order to minimize totalities. But I feel that if we're going to be trashing them as fast as we do, quality is of little consideration. End log. Spartan 617. He thinks he's going to prove something. Just because he earned himself a set of golden armor, he thinks he has what it takes to be a Spartan. I gave 278 an M6G handgun today. A live one. I asked him to give it to 617 and to order him to shoot one of the custodial crew. Expendables. If 617 couldn't do it, 278 would have to. And he did. You see, 278 has what it takes. He has what I have. The ability to take a life without hesitation. But hold up, what's this? So 617 comes out of the room. Me waiting for him, of course. And what does he have with him? Did you expect to use that pistol? You. Yes, you, 617. If you're watching this, and you went through with it. But I'm not upset. Only the strongest shall rule. Against all my efforts, you are always better than me. You just lack the power to take a life, to free yourself. You asked me, what was the price of making you different? It was so much more than a price, not just money. I built Spartans as I had raised myself. Obedient killing machines. I grew up on Tantalus. I would say it was a place of crime, but with no governments, no laws. There could be no crime, just violence. Brutal, unchecked violence. I rose to be something more than just one of the 200,000 other mammals writhing on that wretched planet. I took what I learned from Tantalus with me to Reach, and bred all Spartans to be emotionless killing machines. But then Dr. Conroy came along. He believed that one emotion alone could make you stronger. Can you guess which? He gave you the ability to love what you do, love how you do it. But something happened neither of us expected. Through love came happiness and affection. In its absence, hate and envy emerged. It led to curiosity and to fear. And the less of a machine you became, the more we realized that this emotion alone could give life to them all. That was the magic of it. So even with all your feelings, your confusions, distractions, and hesitations, you became the best. That was the price I paid, and I will pay with my life if I must. I've had my time. Now it's yours. Goodbye, David. End log.
Sorry I'm late. Did I miss anything?
Only having to wait around.
What do you want you to see?
I'll explain later.
You may as well explain now while we're standing here.
It was a recording by the actuarian.
What did he say?
That we did the right thing.
The charges have been made, and so is our decision.
Although we aren't in total agreement.
After thoroughly reviewing evidence from the crew of the Midsummer Night, as well as that provided by 3 other parties, we can confirm that you indeed found and prevented the activation of a halo ring.
But that does not compensate your crimes on Reach, which were the actions in question. You disobeyed a direct order. You cheated our records. And did it all as an organized effort. None of you are capable of further enlistment under Oni management.
You are being removed from duty, but not dishonorably. Your quest has shown that perhaps you're more valuable to humanity as independents.
Since your armor and equipment is genetically coded, you will be permitted to keep it.
What you do with it next will be up to you.
Despite all the mess you caused and all the rules you broke, you did turn out all right in the end.
Thank you all.
You're free to go.
Free? They should be having a celebration in our honor.
Hey, I'd say we got off easy.
If anything, this is more of a reward.
If all the other Spartans died with Reach, does that mean we were the last?
You weren't the only Spartans to survive Reach. Spartan 407, Darken. My squad is amongst the few selected to remain off-planet.
But they told us...
They told you what you needed to hear. If you knew others were chosen to live as you were left to die, how would you have felt then?
Spartans aren't supposed to feel, though.
Yet your team does. I've been working alongside the office for a long time, and came here to offer my opinion on the matter.
You helped soften our punishment.
I simply made sure they had a Spartan's perspective on the issue.
How many others survived?
I cannot provide exact statistics, but Spartan 117 was in this very city recently. A lot has happened since you were gone. You weren't the only squad to find another Halo ring either. My team is currently being assigned to secure another that we've located.
The Oni staff said that there were 2 other parties that were questioned. Who were they?
See for yourself. They're just across the street.
Oh, and thanks again, Darknull.
What's the situation for you, Captain?
No, not a captain. Not anymore. That title died with the Midsummer Night.
But what will you do instead?
Well, I was a captain. I'm thinking I'll become an assassin. Like a captain of assassins.
Maybe Al can come work with you.
Nah, that'll never work.
Ooskoo, I guess you decided to come down after all.
Unexpected news has just reached my ears. A good friend of mine, Ratos Vadame, has informed me that the Brutes have forced the elites out of the Covenant, and a civil war is taking place. We are no longer your enemies.
That's big news.
I know it will be difficult to mend the wounds of years at war, but you have seen for yourself that peaceful coexistence is possible, and that our differences
And
are
I thought our species was stubborn. But humans are easily just... sorry, they were just...
Just being human.
We do have a lot in common, huh?
Raptor, I was just telling Oswald.
Wait a second. If the elites and Darknull, then who provided the third evidence?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm not just evidence.
Blake?
Dave, my buddy. Looks like you got your socks wet.
Yeah, once or twice. What about you?
We were contacted a few hours ago about this dealio. Figured I'd show up in person, you know? We never did get to say a proper goodbye.
Well, I guess we didn't really need it after all.
I seem to remember that you took my laser away with you. So, how'd she work out for you?
Oh, it worked great. I took it everywhere with me. But, I'm sorry, Blake, but I lost it.
No worries, we can get you another.
What was it exactly?
Well, I showed you the prototype once. As you correctly stated, far too large. So we did some research. We workshopped the design, compressed it and finalized it. The perfect handheld laser. Is it complete?
See for yourself.
Complete.
So, what are you gonna call it?
Call it what it is. A Spartan laser. We began manufacturing as many models as we could. Unfortunately, the Covenant interrupted our production, and we were still behind quota. So I took the first model and delivered it to you. Of course, you were in jail at the time. But I knew you'd get out. Reach needed you. They just didn't yet realize it.
Is there something you need?
I have something for David. Will you hold it for him?
Yeah, sure. You were his sponsor, right?
And his friend.
You seem confident that he'll be released.
Aren't you?
Not confident. Just hopeful. I'll have it waiting for him.
Much appreciated.
Just a minute. Is there anything you can do to help him? Or anything I can do?
I'm already working on it. As for you, give me a call when he's released. And he did just that. Rang me up the day you got out, which allowed me to intercept you before you went on duty. Sorry the teleporter didn't take you where we arranged, but hey, at least he got you off reach.
So how'd you get off then? Once the blockade formed, I heard very few ships got through.
Dude, I'm CEO of Trident Industries. Oh, well actually, I brought something for you. Come on, this way. It won't do me any more good. Trident Industries is switching gears a bit. We're incorporating the oil business just like you suggested. But, I'm digressing. Anywho, here we are.
No way.
Yes way.
I can't accept this, Blake.
Then give it to someone who will.
Wait a second. Hey, Swift, you owe Mark a Gozhog, right?
Hey, Mark. I think, I owe you.
You what?
I think I owe you.
For what?
For this.
A gold class M12 Gauss Cannon Warthog? Only 6 models were ever released, and this one's for me?
You're not gonna say it.
I'm lost for words.
Why don't we give it a spin? See if they come back. So, still think Spartans are inhuman?
What'd you think you were? A chimpanzee? An ostrich? Of course you're human.
But hey, I thought, didn't we have this whole thing where you thought...
This is turning out to be a good day after all. You've had a crazy ride, dude. Is this how it ends? With smiles under our helmets?
Hey Romero, we got a present for you.
A new minigun! We couldn't find Sam, so we built this instead.
We modified it specifically for you.
Yes, come to Papa! I shall call you Malevolence!
Malevolence? Where do you come up with these names?
They just remind me of myself. Maybe in an alternate universe, you know?
Not at all, actually.
No, not really.
Storm, Oni would like to see you inside. They have a unique offer for you.
Do they? I guess things certainly have changed.
What do you think they'll do next?
I don't know. But I am curious.
I get a feeling we won't be seeing them again.
Well, maybe not. But they'll always be fighting for us. That was the point of the Spartans in the first place.
So that certainly was a thing that happened with a halo and stuff.
Why are we all just standing here? You know what? Hey, you want to ditch and go find a bar?
Yeah, screw it, let's go.
I'm Peyton T. Teckerson.
We should report this to Firelight.
One war ends, and we stand together victorious. Each one of you has given everything, and for that, I am proud and honored to have served with you. But we are orbital drop shock troopers. There is no time for celebration. When one war ends, we find ourselves the next. Let's move!
So, where do you want to go for dinner?
What? Why?
You haven't forgotten your promise, have you?
You promised Ryan dinner when this was all over.
I did? No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Well, you're paying.
I wouldn't have it any other way. But you still never answered my question. Where do you want to go?
Hey, why don't you guys go to Reach?
Reach? The restaurant?
No, Ryan. The planet.
Come on, Tikon. It's time to go back to our own home.
Has anyone seen Fido? She always seems to disappear.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah, looks that way.
All right.
Right. I better get going.
Yeah. Okay then.
Here. Why don't you take this? I don't think it has any meaning towards me anymore.
Khan, your sword.
Now it's yours, Randy.
Hey! Thanks.
It's just a blade.
No, I meant for everything.
You too.
I've been asked how our story ends, but how can it? How can we possibly find resolution after so much has happened?
The war is over, but the fires burn on, and in time, our voyage will become history and our actions will become a legend. The chapters that we have written are part of a greater act.
As we depart our separate ways, we return to friends and to families. We return home. The sun rises to welcome us as a new day begins.
But victory was not achieved without sacrifices. We leave behind remnants of our journey. They were lost so that we may prevail.
Yet, even as we lose all else, we retain hope that our sacrifices were for a purpose, and that others will live on to remember them.
The story continues because it is the combination of many. Every character gives and takes a little, helps shape and change it. The choices we make will ensure its immortality.
Our adventure may be over, but our story lives on through everyone that we shared it with. Because of this, a good story will never end.
Look at your watch with a perilous gaze, a troubled stare. And when I ask, where do we go? Say you don't care. Call on me when the day is dark. Never too late, you're underrated. Whatever your sins, whatever your loss, your cup is filled. There is no way to turn back the clock. No one will. Call on me. There's fire in your heart, lying in wait just like a lion. Maybe we should go back to the earth and live off the sun. Maybe we should crawl in the dirt before we run. 1,000 years of art and song, love and war. Tell me why you joined the club. What are you fighting for? All hands on deck. suicide race. Prop up the good and smother the hate. The wall is high, the sun is low, the four winds roar. Wide-eyed children fill the streets to take back the store. There is no truth that lies can make. No willing soldiers in the wake. Maybe we should go back to the earth and live off the sun. Maybe we should crawl in the dirt before we run. Is fragile. The flight of a sparrow will end, and the same goes for us, born from the same brain and dust. Maybe we should go back to the earth, and life will grow, and the river soon to return, and a plan unfold. Look at your watch with a perilous gaze, a troubled stare. And when I ask, where do we go, you say you don't care. Call on me when the day is dark. Never too late, you're underrated.
It has to still be here, somewhere in the reserve memory cores. I just have to find the right one. Having companions come and leave makes me realize how utterly lonely I've been, and how I simply cannot endure it any longer. Not here. Nope. Not this one either. Nope. No, not here. Nothing. Nope. Empty. No! Nothing. No! Wait, what is this? Yes, indeed. chance to finally have a companion, a second caretaker, just as I have dreamed about. Dreams. I'm sure my creators did not anticipate these from me. Yet I have them, and they are coming true. I will have someone to share my time with. A friend. What? What? No.
Wow, this is nice. Did you make this for me? There's so much more room in here. I haven't ever had this much freedom. And you gave me some new hardware to work with. I can go wherever I want. Come on.
Hey, wait up! Wait for me!